Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptomancer, where we feature content on play-to-earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And today's video, I wanted to do an update around Silver League, how to get there for new players, especially with the introduction of Chaos Legion cards and the Chaos Legion general sale. So this actually video was came about from a question that I received on my YouTube channel, so thank you for that question. And we're just going to hop into it, and I'm going to basically show you how to get to Silver League level, basically for free in Chaos Legion times, or if you wanted to buy the cards instead of renting them, how to do so for under $50. So let's talk about the strategy and how we're going to do it. We're going to go to cards here. First off, this is my alt account. You can see here I'm in bronze 3. I have a 260 rating this season, which is not good with 3 days left in the season. I haven't really played at all on this account. So we're starting off from scratch here. We're going to go into cards. In this case, just for this video, I've delegated specifically 3 cards. I believe you can get to Silver League with just 3 cards from Chaos Legion and do it so easily and fairly inexpensively. And those 3 cards are Grund, Jin Bilka, and Queen Mycelia. And let's go into their costs so we can see how much it would cost to buy and how much it would cost to rent these cards. So let's start with Grund. Grund right now, if you were to buy a level 1 card of Grund, it would be $6.34 to buy one of those right now as of January 12th, 2022. If we were to rent Grund, a level 1, it would be 33 DEC. So 33 DEC. And then let's take a look at our next card, Jin Bilka. To buy a level 1 Jin Bilka, it would be $5.03. So 503. And to rent it, it would cost 1.69 DEC. And our last card is Queen Mycelia. To buy Queen Mycelia right now, it's $27.69. And to rent it, it is a level 1 is 7.95 DEC. Okay. Now, if you're a brand new player, you also need a spell book, so that's $10. So let's add up these details and see kind of where we're at from a price point, and then we're going to prove that we can do it. So if we add the spell book plus Grund plus Jin Bilka plus Queen Mycelia, the total cost for a brand new player to get the silver level is $49.06. And if we wanted to rent to get here, it would be rental of 0.33 DEC plus 1.69 plus 7.95. Total DEC per day is 9.97 DEC. And DEC right now is approximately 0.0036 cents times 9.97. So it would cost you 3.5 cents a day to rent these cards, which is a pretty good proposition. Before we get started on this journey, one thing to make a note if you're going to do this is make sure that your daily quest is set either to an Earth quest or something neutral, something like a neutral, a dragon, a snipe, or a sneak quest before you start this, because that way you'll get a lot of battles that allow you to use the Earth team. If, for example, you start this journey to silver and you have like a death quest or a life quest, you're going to get a lot of death or life type battles or fire or water, whatever the case may be. And many times you won't be able to choose your Earth team. It won't be an option for you. So to shorten the time, definitely make sure you have, like I said, an Earth or a neutral type quest like a sneak, a snipe, a dragon, or a neutral. in your daily quest, and you should be good to go. For this particular example, we had a death quest on our alt account, and it gave us many battles that we weren't able to use the Earth team, unfortunately. So we're going to start our journey here. It is 1:29 from a time perspective. Let's see how long it takes us to go from bronze 3 and climb into silver. Let's go with our first battle here. 20 mana. We're going to use obsidian. We're going to use Grund, Queen Mysalia, Jin Bilchka. It looks like we don't have enough to fit in Jin Bilchka here at 20 mana. It looks like our sweet spot is 21 mana. And we'll just use the princess here. And yeah, we'll just go with that order. So Thaddeus is going to take away our magic bonus. It's okay, we have Grund. We're going to power through here with Grund, hopefully. All right, our first win is in the books. We're well on our way to silver. $29 mana. Our recipe is going to remain the same. It is Grund, Mysalia, our buddy Jin Bilchka right here. We still have 7 mana left over, so we'll add a heal with the Goblin Psychic for good measure and add the princess as well. And there we go. We did lose Grund, but we still have a lot of magic and shields left, so we should have no problem here. And that's an easy victory still. All right, 2 for 2. Next battle. And you're noticing I'm not even really looking at what my opponent's been playing or using, because my strategy is to use pretty much the same magic overpowering with a Grund offense to just power through these wins. In this case, for 4 mana, I guess we could add a sneak, but I probably want to use the magic ability where I can. So I'll probably in this case bring the princess, and for the extra 2 mana, probably just add some meat shield there in case Grund goes down. And so it will look like that for 25 mana. Because even if Grund goes down, we still have 6 magic damage with that 9 mana between the Mysalia, the princess, and Bilchka, which is still substantial magic damage when coupled with the protect of the shields from Queen Mysalia. Now that we're through the Serpent of Eld, it should get easier. Yep, and this game is over. Another victory for Grund and team. All right, we are back. It is 3:27 is when we finished. So we were able to complete this run into Silver 3 in under 2 hours, right? So we're at here with a 1037 rating. We just don't have the power rented right now to get into Silver 3, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So right now, if we look at the cards that we recommended here earlier in this video, uh, Queen Mycelia is 500 collection power. Grund, I believe, is 500 as well. I'm sorry. Queen Mycelia is 500, Grund is 100, and Jin Bilka is 500. So it's a total of 1100 collection power that you're either buying or renting. Now, you need 15,000 collection power to get into Silver 3. So you subtract 1100 from that, and you're going to get 13,900 power is what you need to rent to get into Silver 3. So let's take a look at peak monsters and let's see how much 13,900 power is going to be to rent. If I go to configure my CP bid right now on peak monsters, you can see that bids are filling at 350 collection power per DEC. So if I need 13,900 collection power and I can get 350 per DEC, it's going to cost me 39.71 DEC. Well, let's say 39.72 DEC at the current rates. 39.72 DEC per day to stay in Silver 3 to rent for collection power. Now we just rang up 9.6 DEC just doing bronze battles. We can earn in silver probably 15 DEC per win, 10 to 15 DEC per win comfortably. So you're only looking at talking about winning 4 battles per day approximately to pay for your Silver League rentals every day, and that would get you your 2 daily loot chests with a 50% drop rate for reward cards, Silver League DEC rewards, any battles, probably after 4 battles, you're keeping the DEC. So yeah, it's not a bad deal. 2 hours to initially climb from Bronze 3 into Silver 3, roughly. With these 3 cards, you could purchase everything for, as a new player, under $50. Or you could rent it, as we talked about, for about 3.5 cents a day to rent the 3 cards, plus another 39.72 cents DEC per day, roughly, for the power. So that's not too bad. As a new player, that's how you can do silver pretty quickly and pretty inexpensively. I also wanted to just show you some of the teams that we use to battle here up into silver, some of the strategies that we can talk about. And yeah, that'll help because I probably don't want to show you 2 hours of battles on this YouTube video. So let's take a look at some strategies. If we go into Splinter Tools, I'm just going to show you the teams here at the bottom as kind of the core teams that we use to climb here into Silver 3. At the core, you're going to want to use your Earth team with Obsidian as your base summoner at 4 mana. The minimum team that you're going to want to bring this Earth team in at is at 18 mana. So your minimum team is going to be Obsidian, Grund, and Queen Mycelia. Now, from 18, your 19 mana team would add basically a Morphoid to protect you at the back end. Your and actually, let me show you what that looks like. So your 19 mana team would look like that. Your 20 mana, so not Fungus Fiend, sorry, the Morphoid would look like that. Your 20 mana team with this would add the Princess, and actually she would be probably at the back there. And then your 19 mana team is going to add Jin Bilka. Your 20 mana team would just add the Morphoid back into the mix. So it would look like that. Your 21 mana team, excuse me, this is 22 mana, sorry. Your 23 mana team would look like, you'd add a 2 mana, so you'd add the princess back in. So your 23 mana team would look like that. Your 24 mana team would look like this. Your 25 mana team, it's actually interesting. Your 25 mana team would actually look like this. And your 26 mana team is going to include your healer. This is where you get probably your optimal team. Your 20, you're gonna add in your Goblin Psychic at 27 mana. So that's probably your optimal team. So your kind of your breakpoints are would be 18 mana with Obsidian, Grund, and Mycelia. Your next optimal team would add 3 mana, and that would add Jin Bilka. So that would be a 21 mana team. And then your next optimal breakpoint would be 27 mana, where you add the Goblin Psychic. I also want to show you some other lower mana teams that you'll need to consider using, because we just talked about, the time you want to use this Earth team is at 18 mana or above. So the question becomes is, what do you do at 12 mana to 17 mana? Here are some of my recommendations as starting points to consider. At 12 mana, I would probably recommend a Death team, and I would go at 6 mana. I would use your tank, the Curse Windiku, and I would add in the Undead Badger. So that would be a good 12 mana team. At 13 mana, I like this fire team. It's Tarsa, it's the Antoid Platoon, and that's a Tenyi Striker. At 14 mana, it's a little bit of an interesting spot. I might go down from Thaddeus Brood to Contessa here with Death, adding the Curse Windiku as your tank, and your Maggots and your Undead Badger here. At 15 mana, I would probably remove Contessa and put Thaddeus Brood in to get the 15 mana. For 16 mana, I would go back to probably Tarsa, and at 16 mana, you could consider going a little bit thinner. You could do something with Shield, such as the Living Lava and the Tenyi Striker. That's what it would look at 16. And at 17, I did not play a lot of battles with 17 mana, but you could go with Tarsa, the Antoid Platoon, the Irradiated Scorcher, Serpentine Spy, and then the Tenyi Striker as an option. And then again, once you get to 18 mana and above, you're going to want to use your Earth team with Grund and your other cards as previously mentioned. So to summarize, as a new player in Splinterlands, you can definitely get into the game very quickly for under $50. Purchase 3 cards and get into silver. Renting, you can get in for basically $10 for the spellbook and about 3.5 cents a day to rent the 3 Earth cards. Plus, again, you're going to need to rent 39.72 DEC per day to rent the power. If we look at the math on that, 39.72 DEC times the current price of DEC, it's about 14 cents a day to rent the power required to get into silver. And again, if you just rent the cards, your total price is under 18 cents a day to compete at the silver level in Splinterlands as a new player with just a $10 spellbook investment. So I know many people think that Splinterlands is expensive to get into and start playing. In actuality, it's not. You can get started as a new player day one, again, for $10 spellbook and 18 cents a day, and earn silver level rewards using this technique and just playing your battles every day. And in fact, if you're playing silver battles and winning, let's say 50% of your battles per day, and you are playing 26 battles roughly per day, you're getting actually 130 DEC per day in probably around 130 DEC per day in DEC wins for ranked battles, and it's only costing you roughly 43 DEC per day to actually rent all those cards. So if you take 130 minus 43, you're roughly making 87 DEC per day if you just went the rental route. So I hope this has been informational for you. If it has been beneficial, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more timely content on Splinterlands, and until next time, keep stacking those stats.
That's entertainment.